I've seen all the conspiracy theories. The Jews did it. Junior did it. I don't know whether the Jews had a clue or not, but Junior didn't have a clue. The Iranians did it. Iranians being my racial slur for Muslims. I kicked around setting up a demonstration, but that requires a lot of effort. I think maybe I can explain it plain enough English. You can understand what happened that day. And I don't know if you can take corrective action before it happens again. Common sense tells us that the bottom half of the buildings involved were all built to withstand the weight of the top of the buildings to begin with, otherwise they would have collapsed years ago. And I keep thinking, and I'm pretty sure that all these buildings were built before Junior's time, so really I don't think whatever was put into construction of these buildings had anything to do with Junior. And every once in a while you hear it brought up, and I heard it on 9/11, I don't know who it was that said it, so yeah, building 7, blah, 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 and we decided to take it out, or pull it, yeah, we decided to pull it. And you know, it's been pretty well explained that you don't pull a building in 15 minutes. So not only was building 7 set to self-destruct probably years before 9/11, so were all the buildings involved, which leads me to wonder how many more buildings are set to self-destruct. I don't know, take a cracker box, a tall, skinny cracker box, set it here beside you, get you a match, in this case a cigarette lighter. I don't have a cracker box. Light the top of it about this far down from the top and leave about this much at the bottom. Let it burn for a few seconds. I mean, it's cardboard, it'll burn fast. And it don't weigh much. So you can say, well, yeah, cardboard's not going to collapse on itself. Then take your hand and swat the fire out from the top. Go boom. And now if you put the fire out, and probably the top part of the cracker box will collapse. But you'll find the bottom part of the cracker box, I believe, will still be intact, even with the added weight of your hand swatting the fire out, which is probably several times the weight of the entire cracker box to start with. So these 2 planes hitting these 2 buildings pretty high up in the air took out how many buildings all the way to the ground? Now I don't know who decided to set these buildings to be able to self-destruct. I don't know when it was decided. Maybe they were built that way. Maybe the self-destruct system was added later. I don't know. What I also don't know is the Empire State Building set to self-destruct. I don't make it a hobby of studying large buildings, but I'm sure there's more. Isn't the Sears Tower, isn't that like a big building? Some of the casinos in Las Vegas, they house thousands of people. Probably some of them more than the Twin Towers. How many of these are set to self-destruct? Where will you be when they're self-destructed? And the biggest question of all, before they self-destruct, will they give you time to get out? I think a few people in the Twin Towers didn't get the chance. Now the first clue of a conspiracy is when all the evidence is immediately removed, such as what happened at the Twin Towers and all the buildings around them on 9/11. If anything happens down at McDonald's, building burns down or something, investigators move in. They can tell you if it was a match, if it was a cigarette lighter, if it was paper started on fire, if it was wiring, whatever. And they can not only tell you that, they can tell you exactly which location it originated at. None of this is available to World Trade Center, nor will it ever be, because all evidence was removed before it was examined. Well, it wasn't planning. They never planned on examining it. Now me, I never frequented tall buildings, big buildings. I don't like large crowds, so things like this don't really concern me. How about you? Is your building set to self-destruct?